So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Jupiter in the 10th house in the sign of Capricorn for Aries ascendant people, as in what happens when Jupiter is in Capricorn while it rules the 9th and 12th house. And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular position, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with all your astrological details, for that, check out the links here, astrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and a link to my academy, Magavad Astrology Academy, where I've just uploaded Pisces blank chart predictions with their age activations. Okay, like for example, Pisces will become active at the age of 32. So you can see where Pisces is sitting. Let's say if it's your 7th house, then most likely marriage could have happened if you had a late marriage. So Jupiter in the 10th house in Capricorn. The most simplest thing is this. First of all, you may think this Jupiter is debilitated. Okay, on a paper it is debilitated. But we forget several factors. Is that first of all, 9th Lord is in the 10th house. Okay. The other factor we're also losing is that Jupiter, based on his nakshatra Padha, might actually be very powerful in Dreshkan and in Navamsha. Okay. Because I'm sorry, whatever you hear about what Jupiter is doing in the 10th house, I'm sorry, I don't see that to be true when I see actual charts of people who are MBA graduates, people working in like big consulting firms, people working in like, what do you call that, FIFA, or, like working for Facebook, Google, Amazon, Oracle. I've seen everything. Okay, so don't be like, oh my God, my bhagya is now debilitated. It's Nietzsche. That's not how it works. The one thing you will see, though, in common with every single Jupiter in Capricorn, you don't get the support. There's no support of either teacher, fathers, or mentors. One is either they're not going to support you, or simply they don't have the resources to support you. This particular position showing with 9th Lord in the 10th house, which is Jupiter. Your own ups and downs and wisdom and knowledge that you gain in the real world while you fight for your money and your bread is how you're going to make your bhagya, is how you're going to make your luck. So you can, and especially with this Jupiter, you will see you can't rely on things like gemstones and earthly things to manifest your success. Okay? Because Capricorn is a sign of work and hard work. Bhagya is only made through hard work. So that's one thing you have to understand. And especially Jupiter in the 10,000 Capricorn is the biggest opportunistic individual. They don't let go of an opportunity. They don't let an opportunity go to waste, or they don't let a crisis go to waste. Okay. On the other hand, the other thing that I have noticed in every single chart of a female horoscope, there's a miscalculation in who this person wants to be with and how they want their family to be. Like I have always seen with Jupiter in Capricorn, the woman has always let go of great opportunities in the beginning, whether it was they're wanting to focus on their career, education. But mainly what I've seen that yes, women will look for a person who looks really good on paper. Went to IIT, Harvard, Yale, has a high quality education like PhD and MBA, has a name brand job like working in Deloitte and McKinsey or Google. Okay. They want to be able to present the spouse into the world. Now, you may know that, yes, Mars is the husband. We get that. That is exactly what they're ending up with. But what Jupiter represents in a female's chart is that idea of the spouse, what they want out of the spouse. And here, because of Capricorn position of Jupiter, they have to deal with many disappointments in love, if not especially also marriage, because they will always get the opposite of what they desired, because here, more than Sagittarius, Pisces is at work. Because Jupiter is in a female sign. That means the female sign that is ruled by Jupiter is going to be now more active, meaning the light is switched on and then it's turned all the way up. While Sagittarius is active, but it's just lower than middle. Just think of it like that. Think of it like 70% results will be of Pisces, 30% will be given by Sagittarius. And this is why this person does naturally well in a foreign place, foreign lands, because that's when they're taking the real advantage of this Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter in Capricorn becomes an excellent lawyer, government bureaucrat, ones who usually always, and maybe it's because they only these people came to me, but MBAs. It's like they need a professional degree. Like I've seen people with Jupiter in Capricorn, they have an MBA degree, but just because they're not getting promotion, they're not really accelerating in their life because of the dasha or some other things that are happening. They're like, I want to go for another MBA, because they think that the more official knowledge that I get, the better my career will be, because Jupiter naturally is the 9th lord. So that 30% essence is there. Higher knowledge. And 10th house is work. 10th house is karma. They're trying to perform karma related to higher education. And especially if it's retrograde, it's like 3 times as much. Because remember, retrograde planets become 3 times more powerful, whether it's good or bad. Okay. And on the other hand, this particular Jupiter, like I was saying, that actually there was something very important I wanted to discuss here. It was just in my brain 10 seconds ago. It was really, really important. Man, I need to I have to get this. I have to get this particular information out. The other thing you will see, everything in this person's life will take place in 3 steps, like 3-step promotion. 3 tries to pass some exam, moving to 3 different cities or 3 different countries. And one of the things, this person will have to go through repeated cycles to meeting the right guru in life. If let's say you're looking for a guru, one has to go through the hardest step to meet a guru. You can't just meet a guru by, oh, this guru's coming to this auditorium. Here's my ticket. Here's my this. Boom, I got my guru. No. One has to climb the highest mountain to find a guru. Okay. And especially if Jupiter is retrograde, oh boy. You're talking about Mount Everest climbing. And especially you will see, with Jupiter and Capricorn, if it's retrograde, they will get wrong gurus, where they will be defrauded and cheated by those gurus. So they naturally will never be attracted to a guru again. Why? Because this particular position shows that in your past life, you kind of mishandled the funds of your guru, the money of your guru, maybe even money of your father. Father gave you responsibility of the money and you went out there and spent it. And that's especially with Jupiter. And especially one will have to go repeated. See, Jupiter, if it's retrograde in Capricorn, repeated tries towards your career and education. Repeated tries to even having success with one's own children. Like your children may fail and then you have to be the one making sure they don't fail this time. So those repeated steps are going. But this Jupiter is a very materialistic Jupiter. Okay. This is a Jupiter that is just very good at dealing with money and handling of money. They're very good at taking a large crowd and managing them. Jupiter in Capricorn, it's one of those positions that I've seen actually is better than even exalted Jupiter. I'm sorry. Like when this person talks, and this is why they make great MBAs and managers and executives. When they talk, they will talk about practical things. How to raise the revenue of a company. How do we get this product out? How do we attract more customers? Okay, how do I build this business? How do I get that fancy car? But the process of doing it when they speak, because remember, Jupiter's eye is on the second house, also sixth house. When they speak, it's like they are excellent at using, theoretical wisdom with, traditional wisdom. And they bring it together in a way that a person feels like, oh my God, this person is the next Steve Jobs. Did Steve Jobs have Jupiter in Capricorn? No. He had it in Gemini, I think. But they become that Steve Jobs-esque individual. Whatever they say, the person will believe. Whatever they say, the person will get motivated. And it's a great thing. Whether they're just speaking out of their ass, somehow it'll help you. Because whatever they say, whatever they speak, you got to understand the essence of Jupiter is coming into play. They're going to give something. And especially with this Jupiter in the 10th, which is the most visible planet now in the sky, they're recognized for their ability to teach, counsel, advise, manage. They become great leaders with this. And especially you will see with this Jupiter here will take on penances in profession, in their work in society. That, for example, I will not go and have fun or go on a vacation until I take my salary from $50,000 a year to $150,000 in the next 2 years or next 5 years. And they won't do that thing. They become very determined on those things. But one thing also is that one does get mismanaged by the father. Your father did not really truly know how to be the father to you. One feels this melancholy and sadness with the father, and if Jupiter is retrograde, it'll be probably 3 times more. But one thing I always see, like I said, if you're thinking of MBA, probably Jupiter in the 10,000 Capricorn is the only position that I've seen that, definitely benefits a person getting an MBA. Just like that practical business knowledge and your wisdom comes out, I mean, you'll be one of the best managers out there. But again, if your mind and your soul is not well placed, which is sun and moon, then your wisdom could be misused or wisdom could just go to waste. Your management skills will go into waste. So one placement is not really going to show tremendous amount of things. Like if moon is in a certain condition, person will just simply take advantage of people through their speech. Because moon is wanting that greed, wanting that thing in life through shortcuts. And because Jupiter now goes into Capricorn, Jupiter doesn't have shame in taking a shortcut to gaining something. I'm not saying all Jupiter is going to do that. But again, it's the Jupiter is just simply showing the wisdom that you're supposed to receive and how your teachers are going to be. How you manage that, what your mind is thinking when it's dealing with that Jupiter, and what actions you're taking when you're dealing with that Mars will determine, okay, are you going to fool everybody or are you actually going to guide other people? Okay. And of course, if you really want to know the true strength of this Jupiter, look at your Dreshkan chart, D3. So that will show exactly what type of, teachers, mentors, wisdom, opportunities you will have and expansion you will have in life. And naturally, it's very simple. Either Jupiter is going to be in Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, depending upon which part of the zodiac it's in. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Jupiter in the sign of Capricorn for Aries ascendant people. And again, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss this type of videos and future videos. Otherwise, if you need any readings, consultation, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.